Hello, I hope you are doing well. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us talk about our team's business, Tap and Grab. Tap and Grab is a smartphone application that allows bar and nightclub goers to order, collect, and pay for their drinks in the facility that they are at in an organized, prompt, and safe manner. When coming up with the idea for Tap and Grab, our team brainstormed issues and problems that we face every time we go to bars and nightclubs. First being is that these evening entertainment venues are often very chaotic, and this makes them home to a lot of malicious activity. A big one being drink tampering and drink spiking. Though women are often the targets of these attacks, it makes many people feel unsafe with the rampant, dangerous activity that is going on in the facility. Second, there's often no organization around the bar. It can be difficult to get a bartender's attention, and once you do get their attention, it can be hard to interact with them and ensure that they know what you want. Next, payment can be difficult. Even though there is no formal rule as whether you should pay with card or cash, it can be unclear as to how the bartender would prefer for you to pay. And if you don't pay with their preferred method, they act a little annoyed at you. And now, during the COVID-19 pandemic, fewer and fewer people are wanting to carry cash around as contactless forms of payment are preferred by many businesses. And finally, from the bartender's perspective, it is difficult to figure out who to serve next, as there is no line or easy way to determine who has been waiting the longest. And if there are multiple bartenders at the same bar, it can be unclear as to who has already been served and who still needs to be served. As of right now, there are no other businesses on the market who are tackling this problem of ordering drinks safely in bars like Tap and Grab. Tap and Grab is the answer to all of these issues. First, Tap and Grab allows customers to place orders from anywhere within the venue through the smartphone application. For bartenders, it collects the orders in the order in which they were placed. Next, Tap and Grab streamlines payment. This means customers will be paying through the Tap and Grab app and no longer have to carry cash or card when going to the bar. This also will save bartenders time. Next, Tap and Grab increases safety and security around drinks. Bartenders will ensure that the correct customer has received the drink while it has been waiting behind the bar until the customer gets there.
Tap and Grab is exactly the addition that bars and nightclubs need right now. Right now with the pandemic, there has been a lot of unemployment issues, people losing their jobs because it is unsafe for them to work in these conditions. One of the great factors about app development is that it enables remote work. Things like customer service work for the app can be done at home. Another reason due to the pandemic to pursue development right now has to do with alcohol consumption. Since COVID first hit, research indicates that there has been a 23.3% increase in consumption of alcohol, leading to more consumers frequenting the bars. In terms of market size of bars and nightclubs, it has been reported that there has been a 21 million growth since just last year. This further confirms that the time is now to develop Tap and Grab. App development shows promise for great financial returns, clearly exemplified by the expectation of the mobile application market to grow $497.09 billion from 2019 to 2024. These are all reasons that Tap and Grab's time is now. There's 3 subgroups of the market. The first one, TAM, or Total Available Market, is as high as $2.36 billion in Canada for bars and nightclubs. The second subgroup is called SAM, or Serviceable Available Market, and it refers to the portion of TAM that Tap and Grab is intended to target, which is 42.7% of the market in Winnipeg. which is also the portion comprised of 21 to 44-year-olds. Lastly, there is SOM, or share of market. Within the age segment of 21 to 44-year-olds, we have estimated that the share of market we are realistically likely to reach is 21 to 30-year-olds, or the younger side of the age segment. Getting customers is an important part of establishing our business. Through data collection by means of surveys and customer interaction, we've gotten to know our consumer base and specifically gathered information about our target customers. Our target customers are between the ages 21 to 44, but are further segmented into two groups. A younger subgroup include 21 to 34-year-olds, and an older subgroup include 35 to 44-year-olds. Starting with the younger subgroup, we've concluded the best way to reach them would be through social media apps used mostly by younger individuals, such as Instagram. Even though they spend less than their older counterparts each visit to the bar, they do frequent bars the most and thus accumulate most of the money for the bars. How Tap and Grab will keep these customers is by attracting them through exclusive deals such as the price reductions offered exclusively in the app. Moving on to the older subgroup. We would also reach them through social media, but through advertisement and websites widely used by older individuals, such as Facebook. As mentioned before, this subgroup have less free time and thus frequent bars less, but when they do go to bars, they spend more than their younger counterparts due to being more financially stable. Lastly, we will attract this older audience by means of loyalty points exclusive to the app, which would earn them discounts and other benefits.
Even though Tap and Grab is a fairly new idea, there are platforms and businesses out there that have their own platforms that kind of share similarities with ours. For instance, delivery and takeout platforms such as Skip the Dishes, Uber Eats, among others, use a platform that's quite similar to what we're trying to achieve with Tap and Grab. However, these platforms, they only focus on consumption for delivery and takeout. What we're trying to achieve with Tap and Grab would be focusing mostly on dining in. Then on the other hand, you've got businesses that come up with their own personalized apps. For instance, Starbucks, that has its own platform for you to order drinks and food from your mobile phone. But however, if you're a customer and you have apps like these, that means for every business or every venue you'd like to go to, you'd need a different app, right? So Tap and Grab would like to offer multiple venues on this one app, and that's where we stand out. Tap and Grab will be successful, and here's why we believe so. At the beginning of this whole process, we came with a survey, and we gave that survey away to about 40 people to make sure that we weren't just the only people from our team believing that there were issues happening at the bar that made Tap and Grab useful for others. But from the survey, we were able to find that 75% of people found it hard to order themselves drinks when the bar was crowded, for example. 60% of them said that they were concerned about the safety of the drinks they receive. 80% of the people find it uncomfortable to have to use their wallet every time they want to buy a drink. And 90% of people are concerned about physical contact while making payments, given the pandemic we've been facing. Not only that, after the survey and after we developed that Tap and Grab idea a bit more, we went back to the people that we asked the survey to and showed them kind of like a mock-up sketch of what the platform would be like and explain what we're trying to achieve with Tap and Grab. And almost 99% of them said that if a platform like this was out there, they would use it. None of this would have been possible without this amazing team.
I would like to ask for $200,000 for 20% of the company. The money invested will primarily be used for building out sales channels, marketing and advertisement costs, and the operation costs.